श्री सत्य साई दिव्य कथा, श्री सत्य साई दिव्य कथा, श्री सत्य साई दिव्य कथा।
Uravakonda is a small town built around a hill. Originally known as Uragadri, the center of attraction of this town still remains the snake-shaped hill right at the center of this town. The simple house in Uravakonda where Sathya resided with his brother and sister-in-law. The Subramanya Swami temple close to his home where Sathya taught his classmates bhajans. As in Kamalapuram, the household chores continued. There were two water sources at Uravakonda. One was the well with a large pulley, popularly called the Gilakala Bavi. This well belonged to Manchipalli Hanumantarao. They served the general needs of the household. There was another well in the traveller's bungalow more than 3 kilometers away on the Anantapur-Bellary road. The school at Uravakonda where the young Sathya studied.
వారిద్దరు కూడా నా డస్క్ లోపల నేను సెంటర్లో కూర్చుంటే ఒకరు ఇటువైపున ఒకరు అటువైపున కూర్చునేవాడు. ఒకానొక సమయం లోపల పబ్లిక్ ఎగ్జామినేషన్ వచ్చేసి నేను క్లాస్ రూమ్లో అయితే అని నేను ఆన్సర్స్ చెప్పేటువంటి వాడిని. ఇప్పుడు వాడు చాలా బాధపడుతున్నారు. ఒక్కో చోటు కూర్చుంటున్నారు. ఆ గతి ఏమవుతుందో అనేవని చాలా బాధపడుతున్నారు. వాళ్ళకి నేను చెప్పాను, ఏమీ రాయనక్కర్లేదు, నేను రాస్తాను. నా పేపరు నేను ఒక 10 నిమిషాల్లో ఆన్సర్ రాసేసాను. ఆ పేపర్కి అంతా కూడా 2 గంటలు టైం ఇచ్చారు. ఇంకొక పేపర్ లోపల రమేష్ ఆన్సర్స్ అంతా రమేష్ హ్యాండ్ రైటింగ్ లోనే చేశాను. హ్యాండ్ రైటింగ్ కింద ఇంకొక ఆన్సర్ రాశాను. అతని నేమ్ అతని సిగ్నేచర్ కూడా నేనే చేశాను. ఆనాటి పరిస్థితుల లోపల ఎగ్జామినేషన్ అయిన తక్షణమే 2వ దినమే రిజల్ట్స్ చెప్పేటువంటిది వచ్చింది. రిజల్ట్స్ వచ్చింది. మా ముగ్గురమే ఫస్ట్ వచ్చేసినాయి. ఇక్కడ అందరికీ ఒక పెద్ద కన్ఫ్యూజన్ వచ్చేసేసింది. ఏమి చూచి రాశారా అనుకోవడానికి ఒకరిది 100, ఒకరిది 96, ఇంకొకరిది 8. వారి సిగ్నేచర్ కూడా ఉంటుండాలి. ఆ ఉరవకొండ లోపల మమ్మల్ని ముగ్గురిని ఎత్తుకొని ప్రొసెషన్ చేశారు.
Sathya was a schoolmate of Anjaneyalu's son. Anjaneyalu had a lot of affection for Sathya. Every day after school, Sathya would go home, have a bath and come to Anjaneyalu's house. In the garden, there was a rock where a Shirdi Sai statue was placed. He led everyone in bhajan. For many months, Raju would have his Thursday bhajans in this house. Sathya had asked Anjaneyalu to procure a Shirdi Sai Baba statue for worship. Sathya told him, "Go to the Lakshmi Narasimha Swami temple festival at Pennahobilam and try." This temple was situated 13 kilometers away from Uravakonda. True to his word, the statue was found there. As he was a Shirdi Sai devotee, the statue became a spiritual link between Anjaneyalu and Raju. This little-known excise inspector thus became his devotee. At Uravakonda, Sathya agreed to stage a Telugu play named Cheppinettu Chestara. Do deeds follow words? The play revolved on the inappropriate behavior of a housewife, a father, and a school teacher towards a 12-year-old boy. Frustrated, the boy throws away his books and confronts them saying, "If what you teach is just to be only spoken and discarded, but not acted upon, why should I learn anything at all?" This opens their eyes to reality and they decide to mend their ways. Cheppinettu Chestara was a landmark drama. It showed Sathya's concern at the lack of moral education. In his view, both education and moral values went hand in hand. It began when, in celebration of school day, the headmaster decided to raise funds for the construction of new school buildings. The famous performer Rushendra Mani and her troupe of dancers and orchestra from Madras were invited to perform. However, Rushendra Mani could not come. All the tickets had been sold out. Many officials and important people were planning to attend. The headmaster was in a desperate fix. Sathya told the headmaster that he was prepared to play the role of Rushendra Mani and no one need know. The headmaster had no other option but to agree. On that day, the dazzling performance of Sathya lit up the night. As dance after dance came and went, the joy of the crowd knew no bounds. Soon, a number of teachers came onto stage. One had a plate in his hand, another an empty pot, and another a can of oil which he poured into the empty pot. A teacher had a wick which he had floated on top of the pot and set on fire. When the plate was put on his head, Sathya began the crowning performance of the evening. He swung round and round until he was a flash of light. Then something most extraordinary happened. A needle was placed on the floor. With extraordinary skill, Sathya picked it up with his eyelids. The collector harshly appreciated the dance so much that he wanted to present a medal himself personally to Rishendramani on stage. Since Sathya was conducting himself as Rishendramani, he told him, "No, you cannot touch me. I am a woman. Therefore, give it in my hand." The headmaster was saying, "No, no, he's the collector. Let him pin the medal on you. Don't refuse it." And the father was also saying, "He's the collector. You should accept what he says. Don't refuse it." In spite of all that, Sathya said, "No, I cannot let you touch me. If you want to give the medal, give it in my hand." This went on for 10 minutes, and in the end, the collector simply gave the medal and went back. Everybody clapped in appreciation. The performance was over. Next day at the prize distribution, Kadappa Ramasubamma, the president of the district board, presided and gave away the prizes. She thought that Rishendramani had helped in the collection of funds for the school. She called out Rishendramani's name, and everybody was expecting to see her. When out of the audience, Sathya emerged wearing knickers. Meanwhile, the headmaster announced that the Rishendramani of the previous day was this young boy. Ramasubamma was very pleased. She hugged Sathya and said, "You have brought great credit to this country." What Sathya had done became the talk of the day.